Actually, I think that'll be today's incremental development. We haven't done that in a while. Alright, let me let everybody know. That's not too bad. I think this is some pretty good lighting. Need to resize that because that's had that a little too tight. Alright. You're up? Okay. Let me feed the dogs then. Alright, I'm coming, everybody. Alright, not sure if I like that lighting or not. Let's do... I guess maybe that's alright. Alright, anybody here? Let's see. Turn that volume up. Alright. At every one, I'm live. And send. Alright. Let's see. What do we want to go over today? That asteroid problem yesterday was kind of cool. So, I was thinking about it, and I guess it was more like the number line. The negative it was, the more negative it went, and the positive it was, the more positive it went. So it wouldn't meet. So I wasn't paying enough attention when we read that one. All right, let's see. Let's get back to this, and let's make sure we put this in frame. There we are. And let me at least put this here for everyone who's dropping in. Here we are. Don't know exactly which one we're going to do yet, but we'll start. And paste and save. Hash map and set. Determine if two strings are close. Oh, that was the one we tried yesterday, and I just didn't want to deal with that. We did have a container of water. Yeah, asteroids. That was medium. Decode string, queue, link list. Gonna have to start doing some linked list, even though I just don't want to. Heap, binary search, backtracking. We already did a backtracking one? That makes sense. When would we have done that? Determinative. Equal rows, column pairs. Alright, are there any suggestions of... Oh yeah, that's that one. I don't agree that was an easy one, but that may be. Reverse words in a string. How would we start there? We did reverse vowels in a string. Okay, so reverse words in a string. Let's do that. All right. Given a, let's move this over here so we can play around with it. Copy, paste. I don't even have my phone. I'm going to go grab my phone, everybody. I'll be right back. Sorry for all the interruptions today. Alright, back again. Alright, let's comment this out and then clean up the rest of this. Still want to rewrite that asteroid problem. See if I can really... Because I get it now, but now I just want to make sure I can write it. Because that's probably one of the main reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing with this is when you're first learning to program and you're trying to write these things and you're trying to solve the problems, it's very, very challenging because we're trying to write it in a way that we are not used to thinking about. And that's why it's so challenging. All right, let's get this squared away so we can read all this. Do not include... Make this all formatted. We should probably write a function to be able to do that for us. Venki, recursive backtracking. We did it with letter combinations. The Nokia phone. Really? Okay. I vaguely remember the backtracking one. Oh, with the phone and the letter keys, correct? Was that the one? Let me check something. Let me bring this up a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that sizing. There we are. I think I like that lighting a little bit better. There. I like that. Light's a little bright, but I'll get over it. All right. Let me go back. Thank you for the reminder, Venki. All right. So here we are. Yeah, we did include hash map. We did include the hash map. Okay. Vaguely. Yeah, okay. We'll go back. I guess we could. I don't know. Was I on this hard drive? I can't remember. All right. So this is one we're doing. Let me click over. Put this in here. There we are. Everyone can follow along. And that's in description now. Of course, it's now resaved, so I think you have to refresh. So, all right. Give it an integer. No, give it an input string s. Reverse the order of the words. All right. A word is defined as a sequence of non-space characters. The words in s will be separated by at least one space. Return a string of the words in reverse. Order concatenated by a single space. Note that S may contain leading or trailing spaces or multiple spaces between words. That's how they got us last time. The return string should only have a single space separating. Oh, wonderful. So interpretation. Hey, we may give you a string that has 100 spaces. You're going to have to omit that and only return one space. So I think I do have an easy solve for that. Do not include any extra spaces. Boom. There it is right there. All right, example 1. Input string, the sky is blue. Blue is sky the. All right. Hello world hello. You reversed the string. Should not contain leading or trailing spaces. Got it. A good example good. All right. Part of me wants to just put this in a list and then just reverse the list. All right. Let's see what happens. All right. New equals s dot split print new. All right. Dot reverse. Okay. Let me show you what I did. I forgot that reverse does not. Yeah. Reverse returns none. So that's vital to know. This is why you have to know. We've talked about this quite a bit. Knowing the anatomy of your objects. So dir on new. Reverse. So then help on new dot reverse. And I do not have new in here. Don't know why new went away. Okay, so here's important. So when I printed this out, it became none. So if you're super new to Python, you have to be very aware of in place or return none. I think there's only one example where you're going to see both of those, but return none and in place mean the same. So more than likely you're going to see one or the other. In this example, it does this in place. So you can't do this in a assignment statement. So I need to do this on a new line. All right. Blue is the sky. All right. Now, technically we're doing this, but we are kind of cheating here. So we're going to do this the shorthand way, and then we're going to learn it the longhand way. We're doing this a little bit. I wanted to get this done, and then we're going to do this in a different way. Now we're also going to solve the problem of eating up our leading and trailing zeros. So watch this. So run this again. So this is the perk, again, understanding the anatomy of your objects, your tools, whichever you want to say. So I'm aware that split, let's actually look at what split is doing. So here's S. Then we're going to look at dir on S. And again, if you're super new, get very comfortable, get very aware of, that looks really red today. There we are. Get very comfortable with dir and help. They are your friends. You're gonna get. I mean, I'm having to. You just saw. I had to double check that reverse. Well, was already positive. I wanted to just read it. That reverse was in place because it returned none because I did it on the end of this. So now split. Let's see the anatomy of split. So help.s.split. Okay, sep. What is? Let's see, sep, the separator used to split the string. The default is none, which, not exactly true. It as default, set to none, the default value will split on any white space. So it's not none, it's splits on white space. So one white space, 100 white spaces. That's white space. So it does not differentiate between one space or 17. So that's when I utilized and why I utilized the split. So now I've taken our string, split, and now all I have is my sequence of my characters, my non-white spaces. So now I have it reversed. So now I'm then going to reconcatenate with only single spaces, no leading or trailing. So now I do one space dot join with new, and here I am. So now I have join with new, and I can't remember if join returns. So let's do help dot s dot join. Okay, the result is a return as a new string. So I'm going to now reassign new to this new string, and now here I am. Blue is sky the. Now, this doesn't feel very medium-wise, but there may be an edge case that I'm not thinking about. And again, that is why Leetcode is fantastic. So let's get this going in here. Move all this over. Convert this to a return. Let's run this. Okay, passed all 3 tests pretty easily. And that feels... Hey Peaky, how are you? I'm doing well. I downloaded Minecraft from Pirate Bay. Wish me luck. Hope so it will run. Okay, I hope so too. I hope so too, Peaky. Hope you didn't pick up a virus. That didn't feel very medium-wise. Do we want to see if we can do this without? We want to see if we can do this the longhand way. See if we can do this. I'm almost surprised I didn't find a flaw with split and reverse. I'm trying to think. So I'm using up, in my university, I'm doing a course on business maths now. So new start for you. Okay. All right. Put this all on one line. Well, we can't. Because split returns. Split return. Well, I can't remember. Does split return? Yeah, it returns. So we can't have an in place. In my experience, I haven't found a way to have an in place and a return on the same line. But I do like where you're going with that, but I don't believe maybe we can try from... Oh, okay. Let's see. All right. What would be the longhand version of this? If it's... So for I in... So for I in S, print I. All right, cool. Vinky probably sent something. Vinky, was it you? Got it. I like it. Technically, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. All right. I want to see if we can do this with all our with our new experiences that we have. So I were to append. So if I were to have a substring, and then if I have a space, I delete the substring. If sub equals alright, if I not equal to a space, sub equals I, else sub oh, okay. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to come up with a way to iterate through this. I don't know. We may just move on to another one. Don't want to flounder too much here. Don't want to get too much into the weeds. I want to make sure that I'm offering everyone value on this. Yeah, let's close that one. I'll think about that later. All right, let's refresh. Let's see how we're doing. 50 days. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Awarded to... Interesting. We have been on here a lot. Everyone do me a favor and hit the like button for me. Heap set. Determine if two strings are close. Equal row and column pair. Another stack problem. 2 pointers. Increase. Maybe with pointers and list them in temp. Extract the word and add it to the temp if not empty. That's kind of where I was going. All right, let's go ahead and play around with that. But the only problem that came to mind is differentiating if sub, I guess we can do a check. If sub has a length, yeah. If len of sub greater than 0, then sub we need to do split equals blank list. There we go. All right. So what I'm walking through here is basically I'm going to concatenate all the words. Once I hit a new space, I'm going to append that sub to our split list and then reset sub. That's what I want to do here. That's what this attempt of this inside this elf. So then split dot append sub, and then sub gets reset to 0. Let's see what that looks like. Split. The sky is blue. Mist blue. Okay. Why did we miss blue? We got all the other words. That's extremely interesting. All right, let's go through here. Huh. That is so interesting. That is so intriguing to me. What all of a sudden got this to stop printing this out. So the first time, we're going to have all the white spaces. So when I hit a white space, did I go the wrong way and I accidentally did this? This makes, I am a little perplexed here. All right. So space going around. So I get to is, and I append, and I start back over. Sub is blank. I get B. For some reason, B doesn't pick up if, but it goes from sky to is fine, but not is to blue. Anybody seeing the mistake that I have somewhere? Because that's a little odd. Well, now I'm really intrigued about order of operations. Does that work? Yeah, that works. Okay. It's seeing blue. Sorry. Horrible ringing in my ear. Picks up the sky is and completely misses blue. So intrigued. If sub greater, so basically finds a space and has done this 1, 2, 3 times. Appends sub, resets sub, comes up here. Blue is not a space. B is not a space. It is not appending. Oh, now I got it. All right. Watch. It's our end of the string problem. I'm adding a space. And now when I call split, I'll get blue. All right. So this is flawed. If it's a space and so we need to turn this into range. So we need to track. So how did I know that I need to change that to range that quickly? Because I need to track this to be this index. Because I can't take the chance of this character. I need to track this index. So now, automatically, when I'm tracking indices, I need to automatically go and convert this into a I like it. I like it a lot. All right. If you're not on Discord, you're missing out. All right. So let's jump and change range len s. If I need to explain that in deeper, just let me know. So s. So now I need to convert all of these to print split. All right. And or I equal to. Now here's the old classic. Len s minus 1. I don't know, but my runtime is 0 my first time. That's cool. And still not. Okay. Len s 24. Print I. Bingo. And nope. So I need to get to the. No, that's right, because now that goes down here. If I equivalent to len s minus 1 print yes. I want to make sure that I'm triggering. Bingo, there we go. So I got this trigger right. So now if sorry about that. I just got an alert that OBS disconnected, so we should be back, and I apologize. Maybe this problem is, again, 2 pointers. All right. Hello, Nico. How are you doing? We are working on. I have it in the. We're reversing words, or we're reversing the sentence, but not the words. I got the link in the chat, and then I also have it in the description. All right. Oops. Did I not? Did I honestly not click it? Huh. Oh yeah, because we did it the very, very sleazy way. And we solved yeah, this has 0 too. I'm not sure how we could do this with 2 pointers. I don't feel like this is a 2-pointer problem. That's not saying that it's not peaky, but I'm just saying I don't see, because we're just needing to iterate once, and I'm not seeing the needing to compress the window back and forth. But all right, so we have our here. So now we need to pop Awesome. Very nice job. All right, so while len split greater than 0, new then we'll see if we can speed this up. New equals split new dot append dot split dot pop and then this should be reversed. Let's print that. Blue is sky the. We don't need this now. Print that. Turn that off. All right. Blue is sky the. Then we'll do new equals dot join dot new. There we are. So here's the longhand version of this. Just to give you a heads up, know how to do it, because these type of skills are very, very important to be able to know how to get down into the nitty-gritty and the guts of solving these, because you're going to need to do this and to be very agile, because you're going to have problems like this where you're going to be like, oh, I've got this one thing and it just doesn't quite work while doing this. And also the people that you're interviewing with, because you can because this right here, sadly, if you have a very good memory, you could do this. You're not gonna remember this. You could memorize this piece, and I'm kind of shocked that I did this one this fast. And I mean, we did have a flaw right here, but this is actually edge cases. That's the nuances of programming. Is we can count spaces. If yes, then we can use wait a minute. If we count spaces, if yes, then can we use the index position? That's exactly what I'm doing. Well, I mean, okay, let me reread that again. If we count spaces, if yes, then we use the index position. Well, now I think I've confused myself. Thought I had exactly what you were asking. But now I've, what is this, right? Is that my cursor? Maybe it is. Okay, because there was a thing right there, but it's on the YouTube piece. I think it was the cursor. All right. But this solved when we get to the end. So we had a bug. Because look, if you're going to, especially like software engineering, and you're going to come onto a team, there's probably a bug, just to let you know, there's probably a bug that hasn't come across yet. So when I took over a project, for our team, it was pretty legacy code. It was like 5 years old. And there was only one person, our boss, that had been on there since for 5 years. And I came in behind a developer. And so I had to go and figure out, and I had to debug some stuff. So, but like right here, I mean, I catch all the words except the last one. So walk me through why the last one isn't working. Well, what are we doing to trigger the word being? Well, the trigger is an empty space. Well, and as you're going to consistently learn, beginning of a string and an end of a string, act completely different than the middle of the string. That's very good. That's very impressive. And let's see. Memory use. I guess we are using a variable. Is it counting it twice? Because that seems to be a lot of memory for all right. Ooh, excuse me. Now let's see. How long this takes. All right. Paste. We need to move this over. A couple of them. There we go. We're deleting that and return. Delete and new. Clean this up so maybe we can raise this up a little bit. And we can get rid of that one too. There we go. All right, run. Let me go back to chat. Got 4 milliseconds. Very, very impressive. Yeah, there's something wrong with this timing because I'm literally hitting this twice. Because I'm going through everything. We could also just reverse this. But I don't know the cost of reversing with -1. So also here's I think Venki already solved this one. So I was doing this yet another long way. So we could do this yet another way. So new, or is it split back then? I think it was split. Yeah, it was pop split. So new equals split. This is such a cool thing in Python. I love it. And we'll go over what it's doing in a minute. Control and control. Okay. All right, so let's get rid of that right there. I love that, Venki. Thank you. All right, so here's yet another way. Because the reason why these are so important is because they all have subtleties. They're all slightly different. They all have you have readability. You could make arguments. You could make arguments for different techniques. And it's just, and you'd be shocked how much is it working? I mean, is it working? Does it work? I just don't care. The gentleman whose boot camp I'm in, you would be shocked that he was working when he was working at a very large. I'm not going to put his business out and have to deal with anything. But it was a very large company that was tracking data that they said that they were done tracking data. And they were still tracking it. And he said, and his boss said, "Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal." And he's like, "Yeah, it's a big deal." So ended up, he parsed out the table and he said he was able to remove it because it was tracking user data, and they had committed to not tracking user data. All right, so now we have all these different ways, and I highly recommend for just raw problem solving to be able to do this. Because if you get stuck and you get pressured, hey, can you do this longhand? There's no reason. I would want to know that you know how to do this, because I want to see how you're going to be in a room handling stress, being questioned, because this was my really aha moment about communication. And I'm kind of shocked every day of how much easier this gets and this gets and this gets, because I've just swam around in it for a very, very long time. And I know there's only a few of us on here, but to be able to sit here and communicate and speak for hours, it really breaks down your, for me, how would I say for me? For me, I have aha moments all the time, but I would want, if I was an interviewer, I would want to know, one, can you speak to what these are actually doing in the background? Yes, we can look. Split removes. Let's do s.split. Let's look at separates on white spaces by default. So if I do not pass in a new separator and I use the default argument, none is white space. So it will remove all white space in here, leading, trailing, separating, everything. So when I use split right here, let's do that. Right there, I just get the sequence of non-white space characters split on the white space. 100%. That is 100%. Can I get everyone to do me a favor and hit that like button for me? Because my last couple live streams I've been forgetting to ask, and it's been very, very, it's been bad. It's been bad. Well, now yesterday I did have a little bit more sun, so I don't know. That's pretty good right there. That light is very bright in this one little spot right there. All right. Let's see. Yep. I think yep. Nico just sent that. Thank you, Nico. Yep. Got too many holes in the head. All right. Let's see. So we've done this the longhand way. Now let's go back and let's pick another one. Okay. Max consecutive ones 3. Maximum number of values in a substring of given length. Let's see which one of these sounds. Yeah, I didn't finish this. I think Vinky has that one solved. All right, let's do max consecutive ones 3. All right, sliding window. Given a binary array, copy, paste, and boom. Let's get everything ready. Hope everyone's doing well today. I don't think I've asked anybody anything. I've been very, very non-engaged today, so I apologize. Okay, given a binary array nums and an integer k, return the maximum number of consecutive ones in the array if you can flip at most k zeros. Alright, that did not help me. Input array, we got nums. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. K. Explanation. Bolded. Those are bolded. Okay, we need to go here. Bolded numbers are flipped from 0 to 1. The longest subarray is underlined. Nico, you need help with something? Is that what you were saying? At compiler, you talking about in Discord? Because I don't know, because I don't have a compiler set up in Discord. I don't believe, because there are some Discord servers that folks have set up, and you're able to yeah, but our bot, I don't believe our bot is set up for code inside Discord. Let's see. There's a method find spaces at start, but all right, find spaces at end. Well, it doesn't. It just starts because there's let's go back for a second. This is actually a good thing to talk. So you have left you have a lot for right and left. Then there's even I think, is there a right split? There's right find, right index, right justify, right split, right strip. So there's all sorts of, because it defaults to index zeros. So there's even controls on the other side. So left justify, let's see. Oh, so there is a compiler on here. I don't know if we put that on, or if Cardinal put that on, or if it was already built in. So I guess, yeah, I guess there is a compiler on here. All right, well, that's cool to know. Let's see. Let's go back. Oh, we were talking about, so yeah, there's right find, right index, right justify, right partition, right split, right strip. It's because strip just removes any trailing, right? So any trailing spaces. And then L strip, leading spaces. So you don't have to worry about any of that, because you can't adjust. You can't augment a string. You can slice it, but you cannot change a string. All right. Let's see. Let's get back here. May not be doing this one because I'm not. This one isn't making any sense to me either. We've been on an hour. All right. So bold numbers were flipped. Okay, so let's go back and look at this. Given a binary array nums and an integer k, return the maximum number of consecutive ones in the array if you can flip Oh, okay. All right. So K is you can flip 2. There we go. Okay, now I got it. Now I got it. So you can flip 2 zeros to 1s, and if you do that, where is the most consecutive? And is this a sliding window? This is a sliding window. All right. So let's see. Bolder numbers were flipped. The longest substring is underlined. So then we count the ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whoo! All right. This would be awful if I got this one because I would freak out. So where would I start with this? So, all right. I want to put this in Paint to start to mess with this. New Paint letters. There we are. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. How would we decide? Because if I go here and here, that's just That's just 5. But if I go here and here, that's 6. But now I know, because if I was given 3, I would do these 3, and it would be that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How would we determine the difference? How would we write? Oh boy. How would we write that? Let me go back to chat. Control Enter to compile. All right. Control Enter to compile. Okay. Over on Discord. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Yeah, I was surprised. Is it a built-in bot? Because I know we have how many? No. Where do I find the members? I think there's 3 bots, maybe 4. Oh, I can look over here. Oh yeah, there is a compiler bot. It's right there. I think 3 of them are maybe built in. Dino, I don't know if that's, and then new video bot. Yeah, MEE6, Dino, and compiler. There we go. Yep, I'm always learning something new. I'm freezing today, so I'm very, very distracted. It's rainy and dreary here, and the air is still on. So, all right, let's see. Anybody have any questions that we need to address? Because I may have abandoned this one because I'm not I'm not visualizing this one at all. It was leading me to the site, but trying compile Python. Okay. And I cut my finger. All right. If I have these two, hang on a second. I need to. Is OBS dropping again? Am I back, everyone? My OBS is struggling. I apologize. Let's see. All right. Haven't gotten interviews, but I sure am meeting a lot of new people. it's very, and this whole process has been so interesting to me. Okay, I already read that one. All right, so how did we decide as a person to place this here and here? Because we found the largest group of ones. All right. We found the largest group of ones. This is considered a sliding window, right? Yep. Now whenever I think about a sliding window, I get a panic attack because of how large, how time complexity, how the time complexity is going to work on it. All right, because we're going to have to iterate, because right here we go 1, not that. That's not what I wanted there. Slide it over to that one, slide it over to that one, slide it over to that one. Oh, but I can shut the window and slide it to here. Then that's a 0, slide it to here, slide it to here, slide it to here. But then I need to track. Count that one, count that one, count that one. 0. All right, so I can find the largest sets of 2s. Excuse me, find the largest sets of 1s. When we talk about data structures and algorithms, I understand that data structures used to manipulate data. Sure, you can create your own. Because, I mean, technically, because we can create algorithms. Is that an abbreviation for above, or is OBV? Well, if you think about it, we can create an object stack, and it would be a list, and it would react. We'd be able to, and we could create multiple stacks. So that would actually be a good exercise to do, Peaky. To go, obviously, got it. Because you could create a class object, and then create the methods of pop, peek, stacking and popping, and peeking at it, and then go from there. And of course, then have multiple objects, creating them and moving on. So you could have multiple stacks moving all at one time, and you wouldn't have to. Because, I mean, you can do a pin, but if you needed to, you wouldn't have to think about it. So that would actually probably be a very good exercise for you to do. So, all right, so we're here. And so let's think about, so we have k, but if we up this to 3, it would change this whole algorithm. Or should we look and only count the zeros? Change as many zeros around 1 as possible. Hang on. Okay. Well, I have lunch with a guy today. This is so crazy. Like I said, I haven't gotten... Well, I guess I have interviewed a little bit, but not anything crazy. But this whole meeting, I'm terrified about. Okay, ensure to use unit testing for your data structure. I heard someone found largest prime number recently. Okay, that's interesting. Wonder how large. Yeah, there's all, well, with supercomputers. Oh, this dude sounds cool. Sure thing. I will be the old guy in a blue sports coat. This dude sounds so funny. All right. Who sent something? Yeah, you can use compiler language. Okay. The backticks. Yes. That took me forever to find that on a keyboard. If you don't know, so if we have, was it under announcements? Or no, it's under Welcome to Python Basics. So it shows you, Cardinal, our admin, created that page at the very top, shows you how, and you see those backticks. That is the key that is at the 45-degree angle beside the 1 and above from the tab button. And you do 3 of those, paste in your code, close those 3, and it will run. So, or display. And it puts it text formatted. All right. So we'll spend a little bit more time on this algorithm. But right now, so we can find the largest ones, but now where it gets interesting is which ones would we change? So now I'm wondering, do we need to look for the zeros? So if we change the zeros, what happens if we would adjust this? And we change this to hunting zeros. And we come here. Hang on a second. Be right back. All right, I'm coming, everybody. All right, I'm almost here. Here we go. All right. Let's see. Any trading? How are you? Glad to have you here. So we're trying to go through this weird algorithm of you get to change some zeros to 1. You're given an array and an integer. So this is the number you can change. K is the number you can change. You're given a binary array. And then if you can change, you're supposed to find the largest number of combinations. So right now we're just kind of brainstorming right here. Is it beneficial to look at the ones, or is it more beneficial to look at the zeros? Which now I'm wondering if it's beneficial to look at the zeros. Because if I were to change, so it was interesting. It chose, in this example, to change this 0 to a 1 and this 0 to get a 6. But really, it wouldn't have mattered here. So my argument is, should we be looking for zeros or ones? My argument is maybe we need to be looking for zeros. Because if we go and look for the ones, then we're going to have to turn right back around and look for the zeros to change. Vinky, you think this is a double pointer? This feels double pointery. Blender, how are you doing? I do. Hope you're doing well. I think I'm starting to lean in my chair too much, and it's leaning one way or the other. All right. Don't know how much more time I have because like I said, I just got an invite for lunch, and that kind of throws off my day. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so, and I need to, if I'm going to go to lunch, then I need to record a video. So I need to speed up my day quite a bit. And now this coloring, I need to have different times of the day for my lighting, and also raining, because I do use this front window, because the sun's on this side of the house. All right, I don't know if Vinky's still here, because it's felt not that. This feels, because right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6, and this output is 6. Now let's look at this one, because it's going to change. This goes to 10, so this can change 3. Changes 1. So check this out. 1, 2, 3. See, how would you decide as a person to check that? Flip at most K, 0's 8. Yeah, sliding window. Sliding window or double pointer? Because, or or are we counting, the sub? All right. So we have K. And then if we have a 0, hang on. Think I got it. So when we get to a 0, here it is. Tell me, Vinky, tell me if you like this. So if we have a 0, we can take K minus 1. We can decrement K. That's it. And when we run out of Ks, that's our largest group. Bingo. That's our algorithm. Everybody following me on that? So we're doing both, but we need to augment this a little bit. This is why these algorithms and these problems are so important. All right. So we're doing our sliding window. We're going 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1, 2. So this is now 5. And then we check here. Do we have any more Ks? Then we come all the way to here. And right now we have 5. Then we start. Then this is 0. We come over to here. Oh, crap. We're not going to jump. Because this is a 0. This is K. That's why they gave us the answer. That's why it's this one and this one. They inadvertently gave us the solve, and that backs me up, because if this is K, if this is 0, we do a K minus 1. And then we go, that's a 1, that's a 1, that's a 1, that's a 1, that's a 1. Boom. And we're here. And now this is 6. All right, now we have to write that. Vinky, do you see any flaws in that logic? Because the way that while they got to there, that's how they answered that. And then they ran out and they jumped over to here. K reset. So when we slide, so we're going to have a temporary variable. We pull that from K. And when we slide the window, we reassign our temporary K back to K. I may stop here and we pick back up here tomorrow, because I only have about 2 hours to get to lunch, and I have a ton to do. So yeah, this may be a stopping point. Actually, this is a stopping point, but that's our algorithm. So when we run out of Ks and we have a 0, we jump to that. Then we count it. If we count 0, if it's a 0 and K is, or temp K is greater than 0. If our index is 1 and our K is greater than 0, and then we move from there. Now, I do have a problem or a concern about this last step. We always have a problem with our last index. But there we go. All right. Thank you, everybody, for coming to join today. Tomorrow, hopefully, will be a better day, and we'll go from there. So hope everyone stays safe, has a good rest of their day. If it's nighttime, have a good evening, and I will see everyone tomorrow. Thanks, everyone. Hang on. Vinky. Yeah, when you encounter a 0 and increment the 0 counter, if we count exceeds K, then we need to adjust, and we will back within limits. Yeah, I think we're saying the same thing. So if you have time, work on that, and then we'll go from here, because I was wondering how they were making the termination instead of these two. Well, because you're changing these two to zeros. So this could be a possible longest string until, so all right, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap up, and I will see everyone tomorrow. All right, I think this is gonna be very cool. We will have a problem with this last piece, but we'll go from there. All right, thanks everyone. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.